Kyle, Doug Smith, the Toronto Star. Where do you think your team's collective sense of calm comes from?
Probably Kawhi, Nurse, just Danny, Mark. I think we just had a bunch of guys that are in the moment, understanding that, we're just going to keep playing and keep working. Just kind of just been like this all year, to be honest.
Is it hard to keep it given the circumstances and the stakes and where you are?
Not when you've been doing it all year. Not when it's your team. It's what we've done all year. Like, no one's, even in training camp, it wasn't like, talking trash. It was like, let's come in and get our work in and work and boom, 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 and let's get out of here. Let's work and get going.
Steve, all the way back left here.
Kyle, Steve Simmons, Toronto Sun. We've had a lot of conversations at the beginning of seasons about what your goals have been, and the word championship always comes into them. After this many years and being this close to where you are, what does this feel like?
I mean, we ain't do nothing yet. We haven't done anything. We still got to get one more win. It's the first of 4. You got champions coming in here, and they're going to play their butts off and play extremely hard. So for us, we still got to just focus on us and take it one possession at a time.
Back right.
Tim Reynolds with the AP. Kyle, do you expect KD to play? And if he does give it a go, how do you think that could mean? He hasn't played in a month, so how do you think that could impact things if he is out there?
I don't know. I don't know. And 2, if he plays, he's an MVP. He's an all-NBA player. He's an all-star. Finals MVP. He's really, really talented, really, really good. But we can't focus on that. We have to focus on ourselves. And that's one thing we've done all playoffs is kind of focus on ourselves and go out there and play how we need to play and, grind it out and do what we need to do as a team.
Michael, over here.
Kyle, Michael Grange, Sportsnet. This idea of staying in the moment, does it come naturally to you? Did it come naturally to you? Have you improved through your years as a pro at doing that?
Yeah, it definitely improved through the years as a pro, but every day isn't, given to you. You wake up every day, you just be happy you wake up every day. And, people ask me how I'm doing. I say, I'm great, I'm alive. And that's kind of the staying in the moment thing that I've always lived by. It wasn't hard to do. It's just, we just kind of made that the forefront of our team.
Back over here.
Kyle, Trista Crick, USA Today. Just want to sounds like gratitude keeps you in the moment. Is that right?
Just being alive. I'm here playing basketball for a living. I'm healthy. Kids are healthy. Family's good. Life's pretty good.
And then can you just speak to the definition of pressure, what you think of when you hear that, what it means to you?
What my mom had to go through and my grandmama had to go through feeding myself, my brother, my cousin, my little cousins, my other little cousins, going to work, getting up at 5 in the morning and getting up and going to work and making me cereal, having a bowl of cereal, sitting in the refrigerator with some milk and being able to provide for me and my brother and my family. That's pressure. That's pressure to me. And just the willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that your kid will see better than what you've ever seen. And getting up and taking public transportation an hour and a half away, And people like that are, heroes to me, and just going to work and grinding and doing whatever it takes to provide for your family and, protect who you have to protect.
Mark on the right side.
Kyle, Mark Schwartz, ESPN. Before Kawhi and Danny and Marc Gasol and Nick Nurse, this was a very different organization emotionally.
Yeah.
What would that group have been like following 2 wins at Oracle, and how much is the fact that you guys didn't even celebrate at all, apparently, how much does that make you more equipped for what you're trying to do?
I think what the other group, we wouldn't have been happy, but, it would have been, it is what it is. Like, a little bit, maybe a smile or two, but with now, we're just been like this all year. Like, kind of just like, we haven't done anything. Like, you don't do anything in this league unless you win the trophy. You can accomplish this or that, but at the end of the day, we have certain goals and standards that we want to reach. And I think that's the one thing that we've all kind of just like, listen, our end goal would be a championship. And that's what we've been working for all year.
Alex, standing on the left here.
Yeah, Kyle, Alex Wong, Yahoo Sports. After games, a lot of players looking at the box score to check what happened in the game. As a point guard of the team in this series, when you're looking at a box score after a game, what stat are you looking for individually and for the team?
Individually, just kind of what I've done, rebounds, what I shot from the floor, maybe. We're in such a good age nowadays where you just look up and you can see what's going on in your stats, so you don't have to look at the box score as much. But as a team, you look at points off of turnovers, transition points, second chance points is one thing I look at. Rebounding, I think that's one thing that I always look at to see where the game was. And you can't really tell the game from the stat sheet, but you can see what's going on. Free throw line, free throw attempts. So it's a lot of different mixture of things.
Right here in the front.
Mr. Lowry,
Yes.
How does it feel to be an icon all over Canada, kids?
I'm not that's a crazy question. I ain't never been asked that one. I don't know. I put it this way, man. I was once a kid. I was once in your shoes. And to be able to know kids one day will want to be like me, I hold myself to a super high standard. And I want kids and I want you to see a man that's, really professional, really about his business. But at the same time, he's still fun and loving at everything else.
Davide, last
Crazy question right there, boy. You
Last question on the right
can't beat that question. You can't beat that question. You can try, but you can't beat that question.
What question?
What you got?
Yeah. Okay, my question is about Canada fans getting crazy about you guys. Do you guys embrace that feeling, or you're trying to keep them out because, as you said, you haven't done anything yet?
I think fans around the world and our fans, I think 93 was the last time, they've had a chance to, I don't know, was the Montreal Expos still, they had two teams at the time, but, they had a team to celebrate across the country. I understand where they're coming from. We want them to be excited. We want them to be happy. We want them to be, energetic. But, we still got work to do. Thank you, guys.
Great question.